Episode 2 of the amazing digital circus was so good that watching it felt like 5 minutes passed by instead of 20. But something that might have been overlooked is that Princess Loolilalu banished the Fudge monster from the Candy Canyon Kingdom, meaning that he can never get close to the citizens and inside the kingdom again. From this perspective, we see Princess Loolilalu to be the hero of the kingdom. But I actually think Princess Loolilalu is evil. Why do I think that? Well, I don't think that the Fudge monster did anything wrong. We were told by himself that he wanted to eat candy and the citizens of the Candy Canyon Kingdom. But that wasn't his fault. Otherwise, how would he survive? I think way before the circus members arrived in the kingdom, there were way too many citizens. If there are way too many citizens, how can a kingdom sustain itself? Either the princess could say that some of them can leave and receive a reward, or she can invite the Fudge monster inside the kingdom so that he can help clean out, because we do know that he has an appetite for candy.
Oh, what's that? Do my eyes deceive me? A delicious gift from within the kingdom gates? Don't mind if I do.
Whoa, buddy! You're not food, we're not candy, we're none of that! You don't want to eat us!
Oh, not candy? How am I expected to eat something that's not made of candy? I'm sorry.
So I think that the princess actually used the Fudge monster to her own advantage. Instead of wasting money and resources, she found another way. And that way was the Fudge monster. When the kingdom slowly began to crumble, she found the easy solution and decided to travel to the chocolate lake where the Fudge monster resided and negotiated with him. What did they negotiate about? The obvious, and that is how they can get rid of the citizens without it looking too brutal, and it couldn't be seen too obvious as well. So every single day, the Fudge monster needed to eat at least 1 or 3 mannequins a day so that the numbers would decrease without it looking like it was planned. And you're thinking, why would the citizens of the Candy Canyon Kingdom accept this? And this is where I think Princess Loolilalu used her influence and decided to say something in the way of, citizens of the Candy Canyon Kingdom, as you know, we now have a valuable citizen among us. And that is the Fudge monster. Now I know all of you think of him as a monster, but he will be the one to protect us against the bandits that lies outside the castle walls. He accepted, but on one condition, that he can eat 1 to 3 citizens per day. If you can accept this, you also protect the kingdom from various of threats. And the citizens accepted right away, because they either thought that they were protecting the kingdom or that someone else than them would be eaten. But as you know, later in episode 2, we got told by the Fudge monster that Princess Loolilalu banished him just because he ate too many citizens.
Who are you, anyway?
I am the Fudge. I used to live within the kingdom walls, but I was banished by that rotten princess after I ate too many of the delicious townfolk. Oh, they were so delicious. Sometimes I can hear them calling to me.
But I actually think that it was the princess that secretly told the Fudge monster to eat more citizens because she had a plan to banish him forever. Because wouldn't the perfect plan be that all the citizens see him as a monster rather than a protector? Well, after she executed her plan, everyone began to be scared of the Fudge monster, and they all called the princess for help, since they were now scared that they and their families would be eaten because they were literally candy. So after the plan got set in motion, it all went south for the Fudge monster, because when the princess made an official announcement for everyone in the city, she said that the terror in this kingdom can be no more. This monstrosity that we once called the protector of the kingdom must be banished. And when the Fudge monster heard this, he got angry. And it was not just something that he would brush off his shoulders. He doesn't have any. He began to actually live up to his name, the Fudge monster. And that is when the terror happened. He spread his fudge everywhere in the city, trapping every single citizen, including the princess. He ate many of the people who got caught in his eyes, but the princess had a plan. She knew this would happen, so they used a secret weapon that we haven't yet seen and shot the Fudge monster so that he was badly injured and his only choice was to escape into the candy desert. I definitely think that the princess is evil, but we just overlook it since she's a literal princess that is pink and has a big kingdom. But behind all of that, she abuses her power, and this actually leads me to my second theory. I believe the Fudge monster isn't actually evil or anything like it at all, because take a look at this clip.
Whoa, buddy! You're not food, we're not candy, we're none of that! You don't want to eat us!
Oh, not candy? How am I expected to eat something that's not made of candy? I'm sorry.
He literally just likes candy. So, we might have been totally wrong about the Fudge Monster. We know that everything in the Candy Canyon Kingdom is literally candy. Even the desert that's supposed to be sand is candy. So, I actually think that the Fudge Monster used to eat candy in the Candy Desert just like how a cow eats grass. But it was Princess Loolilalu who persuaded the Fudge Monster to try a citizen of Candy Canyon Kingdom. And of course he liked it, because they are all literal candy.
But I was banished by that rotten princess after I ate too many of the delicious townfolk. Oh, they were so delicious. Sometimes I can hear them calling to me.
Oh,
So, I don't think that he ever had any evil intentions towards anyone in the kingdom, as he is just a living creature that tries to live by the day. But as he tried one citizen, he got addicted. Like, the taste of those candy people was so good that he could not resist. And this goes back to my first theory. I think that Princess Loolilalu meant for the Fudge Monster to try one citizen so that he would get addicted. And we can kind of confirm this as when Ragatha said, "That just sounds like murder."
oh, that just sounds like murder.
Is it really murder if it's delicious? Answer me that.
You make a great point.
So, is it really murder? Well, that is up for you to decide. Another reason I say that he isn't evil, and it's just a person that lives day by day, is because he wanted to help the circus members catch the bandits. In other words, Gummy Goo and his associates. And in return, he will get to eat some delicious citizens of the Candy Canyon Kingdom. So I definitely believe that he just wants to help wherever he can. But after Princess Loolilalu got him addicted to townsfolk, I think his head got a little messed up because of how he said what he does in his free time.
Well, Mr. Fudge, you seem like an upstanding guy with real noble goals.
Oh, I'm not. If you knew what I did in my free time, oh, you'd be sickened.
So I think that all the wrongdoings that the princess did finally caught up to her at the end. Of course, revenge is not a good thing since everyone deserves to be forgiven. But now that we got Jax in the adventure, it was pretty much inevitable because he did promise the Fudge Monster to get into the kingdom and eat some of those citizens if he helps them catch the bad guys. And what happened? He kind of caught them.
Come to free me from my outdoor prison.
That's me. All we need you to do is help us bring some dirty bandits to justice.
I saw the Reaper wink at me.
Wait, what just happened?
At the end, when the circus members returned the maple syrup to the kingdom and the princess, we hear an explosion happening a bit far away from where they are.
Oh, hey, maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What? I thought he was dead.
And everyone seems to be surprised, because when have they ever heard an explosion in the Candy Canyon Kingdom? And just by the look that Jax had, we knew he opened the gate to the kingdom, because he literally stole it from Ragatha.
As I was saying, I happen to know a way into the kingdom walls. If you'd be willing to help us out in return.
Hey, when did you...
Shut up, Licorice Hair.
Here, hide it with this.
Oh, you must be some kind of master of unlocking things. Come to free me from my outdoor prison.
That's me.
But a promise is a promise, I guess. And in the background, we literally see the citizens going absolutely hammer with their exaggerated movement because they know they are about to be eaten and devoured by the Fudge Monster. And who is the reason behind them getting eaten? Technically, it's Jax's fault, but I believe that it was Princess Loolilalu's fault because she shouldn't have persuaded the Fudge Monster to try and taste one of the citizens. But who do you blame for the kingdom's downfall? Most would say Jax, but after my theories around the Fudge Monster and Princess Loolilalu, I know some of you will definitely have a change of thought and blame it on the princess. We might at the end of the digital circus see all the adventures that the circus members have completed, kind of like a walkthrough and essentially a goodbye to all the NPCs. And if that happens, we will see if the kingdom is still standing or it's just fudge. But let me know down in the comments if you liked my theories and if you have some of your own, or if you want me to make a specific theory in the amazing digital circus. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click on this video here.